This is Theo Goodman from DGen Bet. Gonna talk to you about UFC 210, and I got two picks right now for this video on this card. It's a good card, and if you've been going through some from DGen Bet, gonna talk to you about UFC 210, and I got two. If you've been going through some DGen withdrawal symptoms because there hasn't been a UFC, well, this should soothe your DGen needs on this card. There's plenty of good fights, and I think there's going to be a lot of good bets. But just zoom on in right now to the two picks that I've got right now for sure. And the first one is in the main event. Everyone is talking about the rematch, of course, of Cormier and Johnson. Now, we both know what these guys are good at. Everybody knows what they're good at. Cormier is good at wrestling, just grinding people out, ruthless grinder. And of course, everybody knows Johnson for his big knockouts. And ever since he moved to light heavyweight, Johnson's just been on a rampage, just, destroying people pretty much, except for Cormier. And, Cormier probably doesn't get as much credit as he should because he doesn't have as many spectacular knockouts. So I think some people kind of overlook some of his skills. That being said, I do think that Anthony Johnson has a really good chance this time around. I think he's done a lot of improvement. Is it going to be enough? Is his cardio going to be improved enough? And is he going to be able to stuff enough of these relentless takedowns? I'm not totally sold on it yet. But what I am sold is on the over 1.5 rounds. It is at 1.677 at 5 dimes right now. Yeah, that's not an amazing odd, but that's pretty good for over 1.5. And I do think it will go over 1.5. And I even think it could go the distance. I thought maybe they would offer over 2.5 or over 3.5, but it's over 1.5 in the 5-rounder. And I think that Johnson is going to be more careful, try to use he does have a small reach advantage in his arms. Try to, the way his stance is, though, he does usually can use distance pretty good. I think he's going to want to do that. And I think he's going to want to try to stay on the outside and use straight punches and maybe even use leg kicks, even though that is dangerous, with the wrestler. His kicks are just so hard, it doesn't matter. It just needs to be a threat sometimes. If he's able to do that, then I think he's going to be good. And I also think Johnson is not going to want to use all his energy in round 1 and 2. And he's going to know this is going to be a 5-round fight. Cormier is going to want to bring this to the championship rounds. That's where he's going to really be able to pour it on, I think. And so I think that's definitely going to lead to an over 1.5. I like that. 1.677. People might even bet on the under 1.5. So this odd could move. I could see people thinking it's just going to be AJ knocking him out or Cormier just getting it done early. We could see people betting on that. But anyway, I'm going to go with the over 1.5 at 1.677 right now. You could wait until 5 dimes releases the reduced juice wages. That'll probably be on Thursday or Friday. That would probably bring that up to 1.7 something. So I think that you could wait to bet on the over 1.5 as far as I'm concerned. All right, I'm just going to go on to the next fight that I got for this video right here, Weidman against Mousasi. This is going to be a good matchup. Should be a nice fight here. Mousasi has got this, though. And I think that he is also getting overlooked. And I agree with what he's been saying. He's been talking about, why aren't you guys paying me? People with like Mark Hunt with 10-10 record gets paid $250K just to show up. Now, of course, Mark Hunt is it's pretty much a legend in the MMA world. But I mean, look at Mousasi's record, 41-6-2 in MMA. I mean, that's a lot of fights. He's not getting the respect, I think, that he has. Of course, everyone knows Weidman because he beat, he was the champion and he broke Anderson Silva's leg, and that whole thing. So everyone knows who he is, and he is good. I just don't think that as a Weidman, I don't see Weidman getting Mousasi down, and Mousasi is way more technical on the feet than Weidman. I think he can break him apart little by little. Mousasi has very high fighter IQ, is perfectly content staying where he needs to be on the outside and just outstriking Weidman technically and stuffing the takedowns. I don't see Weidman getting Mousasi down, and I see him outstriking him on the feet with hands, kicks, everything. And maybe some people, I'm not sure how the fight is going to turn out. Maybe some people think it's a boring fight because Mousasi is being really technical. It could very well be like that, but I definitely see him winning. And Mousasi, like I said, I think that he has the fighter IQ to definitely win this and do what he needs to do to get it done. So I'm going to go with him right now. The odds are about at 1.88. That's pretty good. Going to go with that one. All right, that's all the picks I have for this fight. If you want to talk to me about some other picks, let me know what your picks are. Maybe you've got some, maybe you got a website, maybe you just got picks, maybe you think my picks are full of shit, then come tell me. You can talk to me over at Telegram app. It's kind of like WhatsApp Messenger. We got a group of over 1,000 sports bettors. Telegram.me/sportsbet. You can also check me out on Twitter at dgenbet1 or at TheoG_. Check out the site dgenbet.com where you can find out the best deals on sports picks, bonuses for sports books, only legit sports books listed. Make sure to like, thumbs up, and share this video. Talk to y'all soon.